and welcome back to Bowman, Ultra, and Fleer. Oh my! King Griffey Jr. There's accuracy. Can't see him, but he's there. Gary Carter and the rest here on episode number 4 of season 7 of Bowman, Ultra, and Fleer. Oh my! If this is your first time here, what we're going to do is we're going to open the upper right hand pack of each of these boxes. We're going to find the best card out of each pack, and then we're going to pit the packs against each other and see who our gold, silver, and bronze is this week. And then we have an honorable mention because that's how we do things here. So let's go and get started. Actually, we're going to see what we're going to end on. We're going to end with this pack of 1989 Upper Deck. This is the high number series, so it's looking very doubtful for a King Griffey Jr., but that's okay. That's okay. I've got the King Griffey Jr. already. And then next to last is our pack of 1989 Fleer. 1989 Fleer. 1989 Fleer. It's still in the screen. Still in the screen. There. Now it's out. 1989 Fleer with the Detroit Tigers on the front there. The sticker for the Detroit Tigers. And then after that is our comeback edition of a 1989 Bowman with the, I don't know, 47-year-old gum? 47-year-old gum, is that right? 89, I think it's right. 47-year-old gum, 26, 36, 37-year-old gum, not 47, 37-year-old gum, and we actually got a rookie card of John Smoltz the other day, last week. John Smoltz rookie card. Amazing. That's probably going to be the best card we're going to pull out of there. And then we start with our Super Bricky.
If you do not have homework, you can do dishes.
And they're actually cooking right now, so let's see how that goes. We start off with the 1993 Fleer Ultra Series 2. It's Super Bricky, and I did not do a very good job. Well, I did an okay job of debricking these, but there's still one or two that had a little bit of snow. And this is where we start. We're going to start today with a Dave Stewart on the Blue Jays. We're going to shout out Jay's Mix for the Blue Jays, and we're going to shout out Jeff Shaw also for the Blue Jays. He's going to be in Earth Showdown. He's going to be on the pitcher's mound. He's got a big old Dan up here. And then we got Dan Smith on the Rangers. That's a rookie card for Dan Smith. Shout out to Bradley over at Hey You Guys, and shout out to Three Good Nerds for the Rangers. We have Brian Thompson on the Mets. So many Mets fans out there. Shout out Daily Mama Gaming, Joe Mansman, James Jameson, Mets Rule, Carter's Kids. I don't know how many more Mets fans out there, but there's a lot of them. Then we have Rick Sutcliffe on the Orioles. Shout out to Shane over at Oddball Cards for the Orioles. I know that's not his team anymore, but still, that's what I remember. And then autographs 2000 Scott for the Orioles. Then we got Ozzie Guillen for the White Sox. Shout out to S.A. Hutterville. Thanks for commenting, S.A. Hutterville. It's really appreciated. And shout out to Epiphany Card Collector for the White Sox. Then we got Tino Martinez. Is that Tino Martinez rookie card? Probably not, because they don't have rookie over here. But it's a Tino Martinez on the Mariners. Shout out to Vintage Dave T. and Flying Dutchman Cards, and Cash and Dad, because they're all Mariners fans. And shout out to Senor Fire is what I call him. It's Mr. Enfuego. He is Julio is his guy right now, or he was. Al Martin rookie card. Put Tito up here. Tino, not Tito. And then Al Martin on the Pirates. Shout out to Zeiss collections for the Pirates. We got a fish, Monty Ferris. Monty Ferris was an okay player. There's our snow. Monty Ferris for the fish. Then we got a snow cone. It's a snow David Cone. David Cone was pretty good too. He's going to be in the pitcher's duel. On the Royals, shout out to NW Stang for the Royals. Then we got Mike Paligliaro for the Twins. Shout out to Julie Farnham. We haven't got the shout out Julie Farnham in a while for the Twins, I don't think, because we ain't been seeing any. Junior Ortiz for the Indians. Shout out to Scott over at Reindeer Studios. And then we got Wade Boggs. Sorry, Stash. Wade Boggs is on the Yankees in this card. Shout out to Boomslang. Hedgehog. All those Yankees fans. I know there's more, but I can't ever remember them. He's definitely going to be in the batter's box to win. He probably is going to win. I don't know if he's got the chops he does in 89, but we'll see. Then we got Juan Guzman on the Blues. I think after he went to the Yankees, his stats went down. Juan Guzman on the Blue Jays. And then Kevin Appier on the Royals. Okay, so our battle's going to be on the pitcher's mound. All these guys here. We're going to put Appier versus Cone versus Stewart. Sue wins there. I hope Dave Stewart wins. He's the one I'm cheering for. 366 for Stewart. 281 for Cone. I can believe that. And 246 for Appier. So Appier actually won there. And now we're doing the wins. 12 wins for Dave Stewart. Ow, 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 ow. Got stabbed by something. Ah. 17 wins for David Cone. And 15 wins for Appier. So Dave Stewart, you are out in last place. The one I was cheering for gets out in last place. And then the most strikeouts win. 267 for Cone. And 150 for Kevin Appier. So David Cone takes the pitcher's mound. Who's going to get the batter's box? Average. Ozzie Guillen's in here too. Average. 257 for Tino, 200 for Guillen, 217 for Ferris, and 259 for Boggs. Even 259 at Boggs, he still wins it. Home runs. 16 for Tino, 0 for Ozzie, and 3 for Ferris, and 7 for Boggs. So it comes down between Tino and Boggs. Least strikeouts win. Wait, how many bats? 460, 514 is close enough. 77 and 31. So Wade Boggs, the Hall of Famer, takes the batter's box. Now we're going to put him against the pitcher and see who wins here. David Cone versus Wade Boggs. 17 wins, 7 complete games, and 0 saves. That's pretty good. So 14 plus 17 is 27, 31. 31. He's going to get 31 doubles and triples. And he does not do it. He has 22 doubles and 4 triples. So that's 26. Normally that wins, but not today. David Cone takes the gold. So far, David Cone with his snow cone. Today the snow cone is in gold for the briefest amount of time. Alright, let's see how this goes. This is 89 Bowman with the really old gum. I haven't been eating the gum this season because I can't get it off the cards. But let's start with the card here. Darnell Nipton. And I can't get it off. I guess it's Nipton. Maybe Darnell Nimpton. I don't know. Richie Ashburn is our commercial card. Melindo Perez on the White Sox. Tracy Jones. Woohoo! Tracy Jones on the Giants. Then we got Kirby Puckett, number 2 man in 1988, just behind Wade Boggs. He'd probably win this one. He'd probably beat Cone. Larry McWilliams. Tom Fisher, he's a rookie. He's not going to be in it. Jose De Leon. We'll put Jose De Leon up here. Ron Gant. Severely miscut, Ron Gant. Joe Clark. On the Padres, sorry. So on the Padres, we'll shout out Stemmer's hits for the Padres. And then we'll shout out Cuz, Josh over at Red Rum, and Adam's Card Closet for the Bravies. And for the Cardinals, we'll shout out Parker Card Breaks. And for the Phillies, we'll shout out Mike over at Rippin' for Rookies. Then we got Rex Hudler for the Expos. Shout out to John over at Firestarter Breaks for the Expos, because they became the Nationals. Then we got Steve Finley on the Orioles. That's his rookie card. He's not in it. And Rich Gedman. Alright, what pitchers do we have to go into the pitcher's mound? We got him and we got him. That's it. And then we got the winner of the batter's box. This is going to go fast. Batter's box. 356, 200, 259, 273, 231 home runs. 24, 0, 19, 4, and 1 or 9. It doesn't matter. Kirby Puckett wins the batter's box. I knew he would. Let's see how he does against the pitchers here. Pitchers. Jose De Leon don't look like he had that many. Oh, he had 225 pitches. He just did pitch against the Astros. I guess the Astros hit him up the year before, so they didn't pitch to him the next year. 390, 367, so De Leon won the average. Wins 6. Oh, do we have saves? He has 1 save, so it doesn't really count. And wins 13, so Jose De Leon is going to face Kirby Puckett in a battle. I'm sorry, Jose De Leon. You're probably not going to win this one. We got 13 wins, though, and 3 complete games, so that's 19 doubles and triples, 47. So, yes, he is going to go straight to gold, because I don't think he had 47. I don't think he had 47, did he? I'm fairly certain he did not have 47. He had a lot, though. 14 plus 17. He had 31. That was a gallant effort. But the snow cone is going into silver. And Kirby Puckett is going to go into the gold. We can get another gold. We can get another Kirby Puckett out of here in this 89 Fleer pack, because he have the same stats too, so he'll be up there in silver if it's a double pedestal. But now we'll shout out the Detroit Tigers fans. We're shouting out the late Lisa Z and Last Droughts Baseball and Sticks G, because they're all Detroit Tigers fans. We'll start with Ruben Sierra on the Rangers. He will be in the batter's box. We got the Murph. He will be in the batter's box. We got the Dual Heat, Mark Davis and Dwight Gooden. We got Padres and the Mets, which we've already called them out. Danny Walling on the Cardinals. Ron Washington on the Indians. Ron Darling on the Mets. Doug Sisk on the Orioles. Darrell Hamilton on the Brewers. Shout out to Steve Rademacher for the Brewers. Bill Pacoda on the Royals. Tim Tuffle on the Mets. Greg Swindell on the Indians. John Franco on the Reds. I like John Franco. Shout out to Aaron over at Faith Family of Sports. And shout out to Shannon at Back to the Cardboard. And shout out to Robert Pop Springs for the Reds. Barry Jones on the White Sox. Kurt Manwaring on the Giants. Shout out to Goody G. And shout out to Swingaway Sports Card. Clint, hope you're doing well. And we end with Jim Rice on the Red Sox. Shout out to Dave Durango and Stash for the Red Sox. There's the Murph. Those three are going to be in the batter's box. The pitcher's mound. Barry Johns, Franco. Let's do Greg Swindell in there too. And that's probably about it. Oh, come on. Let's put Ron Darling in there and Doug Sisk. Give the pitchers a chance. One of them might be better than the Murph or somebody. 157, how many innings? 86 innings. Is he a relief pitcher? He is a relief pitcher, so we'll have to do that one different. He is not a relief. Oh my goodness. Greg Swindell, he might win this one. If he wins. Barry Jones, he only had 26 innings pitched. We'll take him out. Ron Darling. Oh, we had a lot of complete games too. Wow, Ron Darling needs to stay in here. Doug Sisk. Doug Sisk is not going to be in this. Alright, so 325, 320, and 157. The John Franco, though, we got to do the wins minus losses, which is 0. Okay, so it's just going to be saves, which is 39, which is a lot. 39, and we got wins 18. And complete games 24. 18 plus 20. 18 plus 24. 18 plus 24. 34. 42 for Greg Swindell. I'm having to do it differently because we got a saves pitcher in there. And then 17 plus 14, 31. So 31. So Greg Swindell, not Greg Swindell. John Franco wins with no. Ron Darling won, didn't he? Because he had 14 plus 18 plus 24. So yeah, Greg Swindell is the winner of this. The pitcher's mound. That is awesome. Ruben Sierra's 254, 226 for the Murph, 264 for Jim Rice. So Jim Rice is the winner of that part. So home runs, 24 home runs, 15 home runs, 23. How many did Murph have? 24. So Murph just barely beats him out. Strikeouts. Least strikeouts win. How many at-bats? They both had good at-bats. 125 strikeouts. 89. Jim Rice takes it. But his doubles and triples, probably not more than 41. No. So, Greg Swindell takes the pack. How does he do against him? So we gotta do the same thing here. Since he's a... No, we don't, because he's straight up 18 wins, 17 wins, 21, 320. Comes down to the most strikeouts, 180, 261. So, David Cone defends his silver spot, and Greg Swindell gets the bronze spot for now. The bronze spot for now. Let's see what happens here. we can get King Griffey Jr. out of here and just turn everything upside down, but I don't think we will. That's already open. So let me retape these. I don't know. I hope not. I would explain why we ain't getting much. Fred Wynn on the Detroit Tigers. Flip it. The Houston Astros, Nolan Ryan. Got a Nolan Ryan. I think I've got that card already though. Rex Hudler on the Expos. Richard Yett on the Indians. Paul Molitor on the Brewers. I think it's Paul Molitor. Yep. Gerald Perry on the Braves. Jim Gott on the Pirates. Our stickers are Red Sox. And the Mariners. Greg Minton on the Angels. Shout out to TCB and Halo Hobby. And Dad, or Rad Dad, where's B-Dog? Todd Stottlemyre on the Blue Jays. Bob Malecki on the Orioles. Fernando Valenzuela on the Dodgers. We want to shout out Alex again over at Jay's Mix. And we want to shout out the GOAT, Brandon Jensen for the Dodgers. Shane Riley on the Phillies. Bob Brentley on the Giants. Oswald Perlaza on the Orioles. And Jim Abbott action card. You know what? I kind of want to let this one take the honorable mention anyway. That's what I want to do. I don't know if I will or not. That's what I want to do. That's my inkling to do. Oswald Peralta, Shane Raleigh, Fernando. Man, it's all pictures, I think. I think almost every one of these are pictures. Oops. I think he's a picture too. Yep. And then we got litho cards. Race Hudler, are you a pitcher? No, he's an infield. And then Fred Lynn, outfield. Alright. So, this is how many pitchers were in that pack. Over half the pack. I don't know who's going to win this. We'll see. Colorado Springs, Miners. You're out. Where's the ERA? 3.49. Ricky. 4.18. 4.24. Rookie, not a rookie. You only had 25 minutes, so you didn't have any. You're a rookie. And 2.85. I think 2.85 is the winner. Okay, so how many wins? 6 wins, 5 wins, 8 wins, 4 wins. So who was it? You're the winner, and you are the average winner. So now we're going to be the most strikeouts, wins 46, 87. So Shane Riley takes that, takes the pitcher's mound, and it's going to be between these guys. Fred Lynn's rookie, 273, 300, and 189. So 300 for Gerald Perry that year. That is awesome. Home runs 5, 8, and 4. So Gerald Perry wins that one. Does he take down the pitcher? Who was the pitcher? Shane Riley. Shane Riley had 8 plus 8 is 16 and 29 doubles. So yeah, yay! Joe Perry wins. Does he take on Greg Swindell? What was Greg Swindell? No, it was, wait, it was way up there. 18 plus 24 28, 38, 48, 28, 38, 42. I don't think he had 42. 30. Yeah, so Greg Swindell stays there. And since Gerald Perry didn't make it onto the field, I am going to give the honorable mention to the Jim Abbott. Because you have to give a one-armed man in pitching with relatively good success the honorable mention. You just have to. So here we go. That's it. We have Jim Abbott as our honorable mention. Greg Swindell in a bronze. And these were great battles, by the way. And we got David Cone, the snow cone, in silver. And of course, Kirby Puckett in the gold at the top. I would like to thank everybody for watching. If you have subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, that button's down over here in the corner somewhere. Please give it a click. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, and or comments. Let me know how you liked or disliked this video. Check out the comments, because everybody in the comments is cool. Let me know if you agree with my decisions this week. And once again, everybody, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Wubba lubba dub dub!